It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on.
Shakur Stevenson has taken his message to one of the biggest platforms in the world, Netflix, and used that spotlight to challenge Gervonta Davis directly. The matchup fans have been demanding for years is now openly on the table. Stevenson made it clear, no more delays, no more excuses. If the fight is going to happen, now is the time.
If that fight can't happen, I think somebody got to be scared.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
I mean, you've stated on the record you want it.
Yes, for sure. And he goes out there and he disses me all the time and speak bad about my name. So it's like, if you feel the way that you feel about me, oh, I'm not this and I didn't do nothing for the sport of boxing as you like stated, then fight me.
Right.
Why you can't go fight
and make some money?
I think he's a tremendous fighter. I think his boxing ability is insane. I think his boxing IQ, feet work, power, the way he sets up shots. I love his boxing style.
According to Stevenson, the next move belongs entirely to Tank Davis. Shakur openly declared that he wants the fight targeted for 2026 and insisted he's ready whenever the opportunity comes. His message was blunt and straightforward. He's prepared to step in the ring, but the final decision now rests with Davis.
But we don't see Tank. Do you ever expect to see him in this mix? And do you wish that was a fight that was available to you?
You said who?
Tank.
Who that?
Oh boy, here you go. Here you go. I mean, listen, of all the people in the room tonight, I feel like that was one of the main guys missing.
Okay.
Do you have no desire to fight Tank anymore? Is that just like...
Nah, I would love to fight Tank. I would love to fight Gervonta Davis. I think that's the biggest and best fight to make in the sport of boxing, but it's all up to him.
Meanwhile, Terrence Crawford didn't hold back when speaking about Davis. Crawford admitted that his feelings toward Tank go beyond normal competition. While he acknowledges Davis's talent, he made it clear that he personally doesn't like him.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got.
Former champion Timothy Bradley also weighed in, urging Davis to fully dedicate himself to boxing this year. Bradley believes the biggest obstacle standing in Tank's way isn't his opponents, it's his mindset. In Bradley's view, Davis has all the natural ability needed to dominate the sport, but raw talent alone won't cement his legacy.
What I'm telling y'all is, man, that I wish Tank believed in his damn self. What kind of legacy you want to leave, Tank? Come on, man. We don't want you in the tabloids for what you into right now. Hell no. We don't want that. You don't want your legacy to be that, man, attached to that. Shoot, you got a talent, man. God is giving you a talent. You can make money. You can be a legitimate player, man. Legitimate player. Remember forever, bro. Don't you want that? That's not important to you? You want your kids to go to school as they get older? They see your dad's name right there. Oh, he was a boxer, but guess what? He never faced the top of the tippity top of the boxing world.
Bradley's message was direct. Davis must prove he belongs among boxing's elite by elevating his level of commitment. He emphasized that Tank has limitless potential, but only if he stops coasting and focuses completely on becoming the best version of himself.
He did some good things. Yo, he has. But everybody, the narrative is you ain't faced the top guys yet, Tank. Take that chance, man. Take that risk. Because right now, you losing, player. You losing. Just like that kid the other day, he would have lost out. He leveled the hell up. He took that chance. And guess what? He realized, damn, I belong. I belong, man. That's what you need to realize, Tank. You belong, dog. For real. Because if you all the way focused down in, bro, you come back, you dedicate a year and a half to this game, you will turn this game upside down. Upside down. To all the way focused Tank can't be with. I'm telling y'all. All the way focused Tank can't be.
Promoter Eddie Hearn offered a different perspective on a possible Stevenson-Davis clash. Hearn believes Tank's devastating knockout power may be the only weapon capable of saving him against Stevenson's technical style. He pointed out that Davis has lost rounds to lesser opponents before, suggesting that a disciplined boxer like Shakur could outwork him across the scorecards unless Tank lands something dramatic.
Who I think is a brilliant fighter, right? So exciting, very heavy-handed. He loses a lot of rounds, right? He lost rounds against Frank Martin. He lost rounds against Ryan Garcia. He lost rounds against Pitbull Cruz. And these are all guys that aren't on the same level as Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. So he has to put a dent in these people, otherwise he'll get beat. But he does put a dent in it because he punches really hard, and Tank's not just a puncher, he's got a good boxing IQ as well. I just don't think he's technically, or the IQ is as good as Lomachenko or as good as Shakur Stevenson. But can he put a dent in them? Because I promise you this, if he don't stop these people, he will be behind at nearly every junction of those fights, Lomachenko included. I think he stops Lomachenko.
Boxing analyst Teddy Atlas, however, sees things differently. Atlas believes Davis might actually be the one fighter capable of solving Stevenson's puzzle. Shakur's vision, footwork, and distance control make him extremely difficult to hit, but Atlas thinks Tank's rare combination of timing and power could break through that defense.
Shakur Stevenson is that difficult because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, that his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson.
The discussion has even reached mainstream platforms. During a segment on The Breakfast Club, the hosts emphasized that Stevenson versus Davis isn't just another boxing match. It's exactly the kind of fight the sport needs right now.
Tank is ducking Shakur Stevenson.
Me personally, no. I don't think Tank is necessarily scared to fight anybody. He's a true fighter. But Tank has become this person that, I guess is influenced from Floyd, where he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do. He doesn't care about pleasing a fan, so to speak. It's about money, his legacy, and I respect that, because when it's all said and done, the fans, they're not going to take care of you, right? So he's worrying about.
What makes the matchup so fascinating is the contrast in styles. Davis enters the ring with explosive power capable of ending a fight instantly. Stevenson counters with elite defensive skills that allow him to frustrate even top-tier opponents. As the show highlighted, it's not just about titles. It's about two undefeated stars determining who truly rules the lightweight division.
Now, because Turki Al-Sheikh is involved in Shakur Stevenson's career, that big bag of money will be offered to Tank to fight Shakur. So I think after this year, there won't be any more excuses on why he's not fighting Shakur, because the money will be outrageous.
Beautiful, because the word duck is a loaded word. It implies fear. Yeah. When we use it in the boxing world, it's like, yo, you scared. Yeah. So definitely Tank ain't scared of nobody. He puts people to sleep. That's right. You know what I mean? But there has to be a reason why. We do know that he's in charge of his career. So if he's not fighting, it's not nobody else's reason.
And that's one of the best matches.
Adding to the excitement, David Benavidez also voiced his support for the matchup. When asked which fight he most wanted to see, Benavidez immediately pointed toward a potential Stevenson versus Davis showdown.
For that victory this weekend, I would love to see Shakur and Gervonta. I think Gervonta and anybody any of the top guys at that weight class is a great fight. Gervonta, Shakur, Gervonta, Teo, Gervonta, Keyshawn. I mean, that 135 to 140 pound weight class is hot right now. You know what I mean? But that would be a great fight. I think probably that would be one of the fights that would be the most anticipated, if they can make happen. Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. By no means it would be easy, just seeing that Shakur Stevens was able to shut a great fighter like Teofimo down and made him look silly. So And that would be a great fight, you know. And a big shout out to Shakur Stevenson becoming a 4-time division champion. You know, he's on legendary status. He's on his way to be a Hall of Famer too, and he's still very...
Former legend Roy Jones Jr. also chimed in with an interesting observation. While praising Stevenson's skill, Jones mentioned that Shakur sometimes retreats too far when creating space. Against many opponents, that's harmless, but against someone like Davis, those moments could create openings.
One of the best ones out there is what they don't know gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to his mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound the best ones of the coop. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the coop to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson is a very good fighter, but you gotta learn, and I will hope he will pay attention to this because this is gonna mean a lot for him.
Mm-hmm.
His feet are good, but sometimes they take him too far out of range to be able to come back and counter.
Mm-hmm.
The last guy he fought, the guy was a good puncher, so when he was jumping back, he was jumping too far back out of range to where he couldn't come back and get something right away. You understand me? And for the fans, it starts to look...
Meanwhile, Davis stirred up controversy online after an old clip resurfaced showing him firing harsh comments toward Crawford, labeling the champion a hater. The exchange quickly spread across social media, adding even more fuel to the ongoing drama between fighters.
But Terrence, do you feel like after boxing that all the stuff that you guys can all be like friends and kind of you see it with the Hagglers and Burns?
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. How you don't know me as a person? Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a him. If everybody are clean with, I mean, well.
Champ, question for you. You're a proud father. Great.
Yeah.
Now everybody wants to face each other. So is that where we're at right now with Canelo Crawford?
No. Crawford need the money.
Crawford need...
Despite Crawford's personal dislike for Davis, he still acknowledges Tank's ability in the ring. Crawford made it clear that while he may not respect the person, he respects the fighter. That distinction adds even more tension to the ongoing rivalry surrounding these fighters.
A lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But, like, his core personality and his way.
Crawford has also spoken highly of Stevenson, describing him as a legitimate elite competitor. According to Crawford, Shakur's accomplishments across multiple weight classes already prove his quality. In his eyes, criticism from rivals doesn't erase what Stevenson has achieved.
He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is what, three-weight world.
Interestingly, Sean Porter once described a theoretical fighter who would combine Stevenson's defensive intelligence with Davis's fight-ending power. According to Porter, that kind of athlete would be nearly unstoppable.
Fighter that's as defensively responsible as Shakur Stevenson, makes the right move every time defensively. That man right there. And if you want a man that's as powerful as a Tank Davis, as explosive, and can end the fight at any point in any time, you have a mix of Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis, two of the best fighters in the world, and one man right there. That's how good they are.
Rising contender Keyshawn Davis also shared his perspective on Stevenson. He pointed out that debates about Shakur versus Tank are never simple. Fans don't instantly pick a winner. They argue, analyze, and split into different camps. To Keyshawn, that debate itself proves how dangerous Stevenson really is.
You think people say that Shakur Stevenson then is the next big thing in the sport?
For one, I really think the fans don't really see nobody beating Shakur. When people bring up him and Tank, when I see and I go read like little stuff about it, they really be debating. It don't be like, oh, Tank is gonna destroy this guy and everybody is saying it. No, that be like real debates. Like, no, this Shakur, this, that. And then not only that, now you see Shakur moving up in weight, he's filling out, he's dropping this dude. He went crazy that last fight. That last fight was like kind of crazy. You go back and watch that.
Another voice entered the discussion when Virgil Ortiz Jr. gave his opinion. Ortiz called a potential Stevenson-Davis fight a genuine 50-50 battle and said it's exactly the kind of high-stakes matchup fans should be demanding.
Shakur is the fight that needs to happen for 135.
That's probably the biggest fight you can make, 135 too.
Yeah. Who would you have winning that one?
That's a hard one, man. You know, Shakur, he's very technical. He's very defensive. And you know what? People shit on his defense, man, but why are you gonna stand there and get hit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no one, in reality, no one likes to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if you can take it or not. The point of boxing is to hit, not get hit, you know?
Yeah.
Gervonta, he's he's obviously, he's Gervonta. I don't really have to explain why I think he's good. You know, it's just both styles. I would like to see who's being a boxing fan. We want to see who's better.
Same. I mean, again, like you said, Tank's power matched with Shakur's defense. It's that classic clash. And we won't know who the real winner is until it actually happens. And I hope we don't have to wait too long for that. But yeah, there's a lot of big fights out there. And I think I wanted to go back to you real quick. And I know
as the boxing world continues to buzz about the possibility of Gervonta Davis facing Shakur Stevenson, one big question remains. Will 2026 finally deliver the fight fans have been waiting for? Davis carries the kind of explosive power that can end a fight in seconds. Stevenson answers with defensive brilliance that frustrates even the best fighters in the sport. It's the ultimate clash of styles, a true 50-50 battle capable of defining both careers. As fighters like Benavidez, Ortiz, and Porter have all suggested, the demand for this fight is undeniable. Now the only question is whether boxing's business side will step aside long enough for the sport to give fans the showdown they've been asking for. When these two finally meet in the ring, who walks away victorious?